quite a lot and being held, and also when they rotated out, losing their mid-game fights. Is it going to change this time?
I mean, this spot's just all about team play, all about drop. Don't want to say luck, but just drop control. Which chests are you getting? How many floor drops do you got on your side? Right now, Wolfies will have shields, no shotgun. Shark can be kind of deceptive. I'm looking at someone taking a right-hand peek on a door popping minis. This kind of smells and sounds like there's someone definitely here. The comm says it too now on your screen. Off-spawn fight. Is it the duo that we all fear it could be? Is it the end of 4ZR even immediately off-spawn? This is huge momentum swings for the entire region in a sense, for the end game, for the grappler. Who gets to win?
Now both alive on both sides, it looks like. And a slowed down pace, which means we will probably be seeing these storm fights that we expect out of these two teams.
Is it two teams is also the question, because sometimes EU, NA East, NA West, there's a new team that just decides to go Shark, thinks they can hang with the head honchos.
During warm-ups, that was Siberia Jake and Putrick, the two Russian players. And last week, it was Kaiser and his teammate. 4ZR does get Sky, and he blocks out with the brick. A full build possible, and he might get the vault and get out of here. This might be a really good start for these two.
Not just for these two, but I think the entire region off spawn, I think unprecedented. There's 98 players alive, and 100 people made it into game. There's just one duo that's kind of ended their journey right now. Now a second one falling. I'm not sure. I think that's Toos in the feed that actually got an Elin.
Keep an eye on that for sure. In the vault. Metro and CR could be dead already, and this might be a complete different team that we're looking for. And if they know that, they might be able to. They actually got 30 tags for white, so they know it's now time to take the vault. They've pushed them off. What I was saying is basically, if they know that it's not Metro and CRR, they could take this a little bit differently. They could play possibly for the disengage, especially now that they have the loot. This guy's assault rifle and the grappler, but the white pump not looking good. Still has the heals though, at least.
There's people asking why not just go into the vault. It's kind of a death wish if you end up in there and someone ends up taking the floor that 4ZR is kind of baiting right now. That being said as well, if he gets trapped, Kinstar not going to be able to get any help whatsoever from his dual partner. And his health is already so low. Now the risk coming in here, it could be baited. A right-hand peek just like he was holding could be held onto him from up top. He's got to loot very fast. Only a wall stops him. And certain doom. If someone decides to come down here, there's an AR. Is it an AI or is it an enemy is the question. But we have the replay system to go all the way back. Look at the early game. And this is the fight right off spawn.
This is the perspective of Metro. Kinstar dominating both of them. And you remember his HP. It was something like...
And these are one of those other kind of camo Issa teams, but they've qualified a couple times. Talk about experience and practice, the lack thereof with camo and Issa. For these guys, they have both. They just haven't had the chances to hit 24/7. These guys been online since trios, in squads. And right now, with Provoked and Tux, what's happening on your screen, every single shot they take is a huge percentage of their total ammo count gone. They only have a limited amount of decisions. They've already made about maybe a 10th. One of those heavy sniper shots gone. You can't really make any more after that 5th zone locks in. The minigun, just 128 bullets and now Provoked. In one of the worst spots possible in enemy's box. Ramp actually not destroying yet. Tux has to try to get him out. He can't escape, but now it's a solo game. The zone's still coming in. This might be game one already over.
Yeah, Tux now has to play by himself. He launch pads away. Still has full HP. Finds himself a spot.
Very smart. The lag already kicking in. He has to be able to adapt. ADN kind of left behind, but Sebi will have to actually help him all the way up. Going for shots. Scurries away. Sebi now caught between a rock and a hard mat. And ADN is left to clutch.
43 players alive, looking slightly laggy. Apparently never played anything this laggy from ADN. And Sebi, still below Surge, but really there's nothing much you can do in towards the 7th zone besides just going for the impacts that you normally would. All you have is extra pressure. There's an impact that falls in on that rotating. It's full floppers now. You could actually play the zone.
3 floppers. That's 15 seconds bot. Is he too far? He has a pad. He's going to try to use it all the way for height. Nice flopper pop right before it. It's perfect. Now he has mid ground to control. Falling closer and closer. The more he stays up in the air. Does he choose to land mid? Yes, he does, but at a big cost. Now next to someone's box, a duo who might identify him alone. 26 players left alive. Placement still not handed out. Right now, if ADN goes down, it's equivalent to just dying off spawn.
Oh no. Minigun all the way down. Can't quite tell who that is. He leaves match before I can see in the top right. We have another perspective. It's Clements who's made it this far. 6 points already. So it seems like 3 eliminations and the placement, first placement threshold. And he does have the 2 fish. Can play with more. Now he gets another one too. Calling to play passive, calling to play slow. Doesn't need kills is what his teammate is communicating to him right now. And now, yes, he plays on zone, possibly even opportunities to go from some elims in the side of zone, but still players in the zone. I don't understand. He knows he needs this impact. Clement clutches up and still has it. Now he can catch up, but another one. It's Cavado.
We're going to be tuning in possibly a few zones behind. As soon as that 5th zone starts to move over in 6th, 45 players left alive. It's Mongrel, who I think might have been the player on low ground. It's the same skin. And he has a lot of loot to use. A dual partner as well. Benji is alive. In his box, though, a nice ramp block. He gets separated from Benji. Needs to find his way back.
Yeah, that stair block. Pretty nice. Little spike of lag here. Back over towards Benji, who we saw so many different perspectives of low ground. This time now we get a mid ground perspective, and Mongrel actually can spot that this player's right on top of Benji's stairs. No, they're going to wait. He'll back up before getting back together. I see a Nas in the feed. I see Ameson's in the feed. Benji now full different layer. They're playing completely solo. How can they group up? That's the question right now, because otherwise I don't see a chance for them. Benji goes down and Mongrel both out.
Now we have Andalex's POV. I think everyone is rocking this skin for some reason. Europe has a liking to playing with the best of the best. I feel like you either move faster, deal more damage. This is not just a coincidence that there's so many good players, top tier individuals, rocking this as they waterfall down towards zone.
Oh my goodness.
Waking getting elims. Imagine Dementos and Alex going down 2nd place yesterday as well. And there's Cavado in the feed. He takes out 1. Buhai is all the way up top on high ground. Could be the potential winner, but with less AR, the 4th shot of the 3 he has left. He picks up an elimination, and now a Nas. A lot of AR left, but has the Tommy. We'll have to find Buhai to get a little bit of that split down, getting pressured from a minigun. That's Grotto right below them.
Buhai and Nas had a really good performance in week number 1. They got 14th place. Played out of their minds out of Retail Row, and I think they might have found themselves something uncontested for this week, given how they played in that. But it's Dementos down on the mid ground right now. They still got plenty of mats to work with and a good loadout with the fish combined for getting way ahead of this 8th zone. And now actually going out to the side, they might have ideas for height to pressure Buhai and Anas. Looking down, they actually have the drum gun off of probably Tustin Cavado and a very high spot looking down.
And while height fights, this is where low ground has an opportunity to see each other. Anas goes down. We saw Clement get that elim and they get taken out. Rifle is actually the one contesting. Buhai now left in a 1v1 situation all the way at the top of the server, and Slicks gets split in half as the tack rains down side by side. No revive available, so it'll just be him dropping all the way down, but with no mats. It's a blunder.
No way did he run out of mats during the waterfall to cause him to lose height and the game. They're done. Now Jamside and Dementos. We've seen them time and time again playing in these finals and doing fantastically well. Not sure if they were here in last weekend's finals, but it's a 2v1 and they clean up. It was Kubex, who was actually that skin that I saw earlier on.
Played out, so if we have that, let's switch right to it. Abrupt transition to Jamside Dementos, 100% up top with 14 points and a win, but right below them, the lobby very close behind. Cammy Cubics 13 points, Paco and Seti 13 as well. And the top dogs all the way at the top of the server and Heights are 4th place in the leaderboards with 12.
Yeah, and Cammy and Kubex were the people who won the semis in week number 1 and then had a surprise come from behind finish where they ended up getting second in that last game to that Boombo clutch out of the Godsent guys. So now in second place, they're starting off a little stronger early.